All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another recap. So today was quite active. We did have some opportunity today. I am finishing in the green, 117. So at the high, I was up about 190, 195, 200. It's up about 200 bucks at the high. Gave back down to 110. Gave back then to 80, and then got myself back up to 117. I'm closing the day with $117 in my pocket today. So sort of like a base hit kind of day, small green. We had some great opportunity on SIDU. However, I did fumble this trade, fumble all the trades on SIDU. It was just going absolutely parabolic. And on parabolic stocks like this, I don't seem to really trade it as well as stocks that are giving good price action. In here, I could have traded it more accurately or more actively, but I didn't trade it that well. I did try to get in for the highs. I didn't have any of it recorded, but I really botched up here. Let's just pull up the orders. So just trying to get a pulse on this before I started to size up, but I never really got any good trades, even on small size. So like here, like I tried getting in the dip and then it flushed out even farther, and then like it got down to like 11.20 and finally started reclaiming. I sold break even, which was a risky trade. Here I got the break of 13. That was only 10 cents a share. Here I got a dip here at 40, so actually a pretty decent dip, 41 out of 46, so another 5 cents there. This is all small size. Here it took a 10-cent loss. Trying to buy the dip, looks like, at 58, so I guess I'm looking for a quick pullback before the breakout of the highs. But it looks like it flushed on me there, so I took a 10-cent loss there. I took a 10-cent gain there at 70. So off the 90 MA, pull back a little bit farther. It looks like I sold half in a gain and half in a 70-cent loss. Sold all the way down here. I stopped out literally at the low. So I'm kind of all over the place here on SIDU. Here I get in at 88 for maybe a pushback higher. I did sell at 13.01, so about a 20-cent trade. Here I took about an 8-cent loss. Here I took about a 18-cent gain here back through 13. And then here a 10-cent loss at 55. So I got in at 14.55. So pretty much FOMO'd into the high of this candle. Yeah, so I was kind of just one step forward, one step back. Here's a 10-cent gain at 80. So, I mean, one step forward, one step back. I'm actually net red on SIDU. But these stocks that get so parabolic, definitely harder for me to trade. I definitely need to practice on these types of stocks, just small size, before I start pressing size, because I didn't seem to perform very well on SIDU. I think did I try to trade this? No, I didn't trade the first leg at all. The main focus today was NVFY. So NVFY, we can review the film too. This one was tricky to trade. The price action was very tough. And we didn't really hold up highs, and we didn't continue, so which was kind of unfortunate. But I was able to get a solid about 200 bucks on it, so about maybe 180 for the front side. I was up 180 on the front side, and then I made maybe an extra 40 bucks or so in this area. I actually was trading after hours, which was crazy. I was trading after hours, and I did get a couple nice scalps on this one. Let's see, small size. So this is break even. This one was a 20-cent loss. That's not good. Here was a 30-cent gain, so that was pretty decent. That was from 32 all the way up to 668. Looks like for the break of 10 cents there. And then on, let's see here. This was small loss. I think that was it. So really nothing too big, but I think I made like 40 bucks on NVFY after hours, which is okay. I mean, I'm not really going to be risking my profits in after hours trading, so I was just kind of looking to see if it would make another big move like what we got on CING yesterday. I was thinking maybe, NVFY is going to be the next CING and after hours, but it seems to be fading now, back down to $6. So who knows what that will entail to overnight. CING, we can review some of these trades in the film. But yeah, up 117 today. It's an okay week. It's an okay week so far. We got one more day left in 2023. So hoping to finish tomorrow with another solid green day. Continue my green streak. And then into 2024, starting the year strong and making sure that 2024 is going to be my year. It's going to be the year of abundance. It's going to be the year of abundance for 2024 for Triad trading. I don't doubt it. All the stars are aligning. We just need to get some great opportunity, and I'm ready. I'm ready to push it for 2024. I'm ready to hold myself to the fire. I'm ready to take some risk. I'm ready to put my money where my mouth is for 2024. Because I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So, anyways, let's get into the quick recap or the quick film here. It's not too long. So NVFY was curling up right at the open, and I thought this would be the best one just because the volume profile coming into the open, you can see volume increasing and it's curling up. So that's another good indicator that's going to have a bullish open. So once we did open, let's see here. Okay, we open here, take my one share to test the fills. Fills seem to be nice and clean, so getting in there, trying to catch that break of 5. I was in too early there, so I did get out for a 9-cent loss there. Got back in at 89, got back out at 86, so not quite yet. There we go. Now we finally get it in at 5 and out at 5.23, so a nice 23-cent trade there. So not too bad. I had it on small size so far. Now waiting to see what the next opportunity, this could dump back, or if it holds up, then we might see a test of the highs. Looks like we're holding those lows there, so I did take a position, 200 shares at 87, and I'm out at 96, so another quick $20 there. Looks like this candle's holding the lows of the candle, so that definitely is a sign that there's buyers interested in this. That's strong. So for the next candle, make a new high. Just a quick scalp there, in at 16, out at 23, 300 shares. So that's about another $21, $22 win there. So small gains adding up so far. Quick pullback there at 501 and out at 502. So that was a small trade there. Looks like I took that previous trade on 500 shares. So it looks like I'm increasing my share size there. 500 shares in at 47, out at 43. So it looks like I got chopped up there. Quick scalp there, 511 to 516. So these are really small scalps. So kind of just quick dips off of the dip. Quick buys off the dips, and then looking to immediately sell it on instant resolution. That's kind of what was going on here so far. Then here's for this breakout. So quick micro pullback under 550. So this candle closed near the high, right underneath the psychological support or psychological resistance at 5.5. So I'm looking for a break over 5.5. Looks like I chopped myself out of that trade there beforehand. We don't need to go over that though. It looks like there's a spitting wick up there, so that kind of threw me off there. So there I get in at 64, 200 shares, and I think I'm going to sell some for a loss, maybe. Oh, we break out. I add another 200 shares. I was looking for that immediate pop up through 6. So I was in 200 shares at 64. We break out. I add at 74, looking for that surge up to 6. And we hesitate near the highs, and we pull back, and I have to manage my risk and take that off. Looks like we're having a topping tail there. So it looks like I took that off for a small loss. and getting ready for the next opportunity. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. This stock had really good volume. The price action was a little weird because, you know, we'd have a lot of false breakouts. You know, 1 minute candles make a new high, and we would reject. So it seems like dips are really king on this one until we get the backside move, which we'll see in a second. Okay, here it is. So here's the final breakout. So I'm looking for a move back over. So previously we could not close under 575. So we break to a 1 minute candle new high, we break 575, but we can't hold. Now what I'm looking for is if this next candle can close over 575 or try to anticipate that break of 575 to a price where it previously could not close above, then that is a bullish indicator. So I'm looking for that break over 575. If I get in too early, I don't want to be oversized because my risk standpoint, I'm going to be in a position that may never see that break of 575, and I may be in a position that is failing. So I want to wait to size up fully until I get the confirmation. So here we go, 74. So pretty much buying for the break of 75. Then I think I add here at 70. I add again at 82. Now looking for the next 1 minute candle make a new high, maybe through breakthrough 6. I'm looking for the breakthrough 6 here. This is really what I'm looking for. I'm in 400 shares. And we do get that breakthrough 6. And I'm selling there at 623 and 627. So very nice trade there. That was maybe about 45-50 cent trade on 400 shares. So that was a nice, 180, 200 bucks there. So that was really nice. The best trade of the day. Maybe if I could have done that on 1,000 shares, that would be really nice. That'd be a nice 400 bucks. But because how this thing was trading, my confidence on it was quite low. So I didn't want to be too oversized into something like this. And you're definitely going to see here, we did have a nasty backside with pretty much no dip opportunities. Yeah, so here you can see the backside. So, after we broke that $6 level, we rejected that pretty hard and had a pretty nasty backside. And this never really held up. So after that, I moved over to BBLG. Also, Sidus started halting up, so I had that on watch. But BBLG, I missed that breakthrough 7 and the halt up. We resumed like $1.50 higher. I tried to do a dip and a rip, but I fumbled a football there, and we halt up again. And now I'm looking for another dip and rip setup. And here, writing was on the wall. This was not going to hold, but I took it anyways, and I paid the price. But very aggressive setup. But if you look at SIDU, SIDU kept going. BBLG didn't. So here you go. We resumed higher. We dipped down. This would have been a great dip buy right here. This would have been the perfect dip buy because ready, watch this. 950 all the way back up to 980. So a nice 30-cent trade right there. That was the dip that I needed to take. But instead, I'm waiting too long for the buy indicator. I'm waiting too long to buy. There I finally get back in on the next dip. But on the next dip, it's already showing that the first dip and rip didn't hold. So I shouldn't be getting in for the next retest of the low, because if it's going to retest the low, it means it's weak. But I took the trade anyways, and we're just hesitating here, and it's okay. So, that was the original dip. So let's review this again. We unhalt, the dip and rip pattern, wait for the dip, boom, there's the dip. You want to buy here. Here is the rip, which is not quite a rip, but it's a nice bounce, 30-cent bounce. Take your profits. If it's strong, this thing's going to go right back to the high and go up to $10.50, $11, $11.50, $12, $13, and just absolutely go parabolic like what we saw in SIDU. But instead, we come back to the lows. That's not a good sign. We come back to the lows of 950, and this, that's a sign of weakness. I don't want to be getting in on that retest. If it didn't work the first time. If it didn't work the first time, it's not strong. So I bought anyways at 958 and immediately down into a halt. I tried selling immediately as it was flushing down, but I just could not get out fast enough. And I ended up getting stuck in the halt down, and it resumed $1.50 lower. So I was in at 950 and I sold at 8 flat. So it was $1.58 a loss, a share loss. Thank God I was only at 50 shares, but I still lost $80 off the top, and just quite disappointing. But after that, I just could not really get my bearings on anything else. There was nothing else really moving. I mean, we did have SNES. I thought this would be the potential next move. And I had a decent trade here through the high, I think, on the resumption. But I gave it back on the flush. I gave it back on the backside. So there we go, break through the high, in at 78 and in at 90, out at 93. So decent trade there. I'm looking for the break of 2 now. I'm starting to size up 500 shares, bought at 99. Now I'm out at 93 because you didn't quite break through $2. I just got way too aggressive there. Back in at 93, adding even more shares at 97. I'm in 1K shares for the break of 2. I'm thinking this is going parabolic, and we're just struggling at $2, man. We're just struggling at $2. Huge seller, I see that. Of course I see that, but we're chipping it down. We're chipping it down. It went from 300 to 200, and I'm getting aggressive, but we don't quite break that $2. We're chipping it down though, so I'm thinking we're going to eventually break. And on this pullback there, I got in at 1,000 shares. This is a pretty decent actually trade at 89, and took it off at not a bad. That was a terrible trade. I don't know what I was talking about, but back in at 89, and you just don't quite get that test yet, so I think I'd take it off break even. But I'm trading decent share sizes in 1,000 shares. I'm really wanting to get aggressive, mostly because I'm trying to make my loss back, but that's really what it is. But I got in there at 94. I'm looking for the breakthrough 2. It's chipping down, and we finally try to break through 2, and we fail. And we fail there. I take it off for a small gain. I actually took that off at 99 on 500 shares. So I made some of that loss back, and then we finally get that breakthrough 201 on the ask. In 500 shares at 97. I'm looking for a big rip. 220, 230, 240, and we just reject hard. We reject hard, take my 5-cent loss, and that's it, man. This thing was done from there, and I think I tried to catch a dip here, and I felt this thing was so heavy. We were struggling breaking 2, like I knew this was coming, and I tried buying the dip there and it just falls right through. It doesn't even respect the dip level, and just completely, it's just a washout from here. So that was it. I mean, I ended up red on SNES. So I gave back even more after that loss. I was like, you know what, time to walk. So I walked, went to the gym, ran some errands, came back, saw NFJY or whatever the heck that stock is, NVFY, start ripping up, and started to do some after hours trading. Was able to make some losses back, but nice base hit. Can't really complain too much. Plan tomorrow is to finish the year strong with a nice solid green day. And then 2024, I'm going to study up on the weekend. Then for 2024, getting ready to push it. Going to push it to beyond my limits. Beyond my limits. Going to push it so damn hard that I'm having record-breaking days every single day. That's going to be 2024. Record-breaking days every single day. I might even celebrate for New Year's. I'm not celebrating for New Year's. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to be sitting in this damn chair, studying my ass off, because that's how bad I want it. That's how fucking bad I want it. 2024 is going to be my year. Triad trading is going to have its come up. I'm having my come up 2024. I hope I watch this at the end of 2024 just to remember that I'm predicting this. I'm predicting that 2024 Triad trading is having its come up year. 1K days on the daily. 1K days every single day. Record breaking days. We're going to do it, fellas. We're going to do it. I hope you guys are willing to do this with me because we can't hold back. Can't hold back any longer. If you have a profitable system, if you know what you're doing, you've been doing this for a few years, you got some experience under your belt, the last factor, the last brick to finish the house is sizing, baby. It's sizing. You gotta push it. And I'm trying to kick myself in the ass every single day. Some days you have to be aware as well. Some days you can't kick yourself in the ass because, you know, some days like this is just super risky, man. Like just a lot of risk on the table. You know, like NVFY, you know, SNES, CING. Like this had a nasty flush here. Like there's some days, you know, you got to be aware of the risks. You know, even SIDU, like if you get caught in any of these halts on the backside. Yeah, you got to be aware of the risks. And there's some days to really reel it in and tame it down, but when the opportunity is there, like you can't hold back. Like you can't hold back, or else you're never gonna grow. So, you know, that is my 2023 in a nutshell. Just being frustrated with my lack of growth, but you know, I am growing. I'm definitely growing. I definitely had a nice solid month this month so far. You know, very consistent over $100 days, you know, pretty much every day. All my green days are over $100 except I think 1 or 2, which previously, you know, I had a lot of just small ass green days, like $80, $12, $1, $67, like $22. Like that is going to be replaced by a few $100 green day. My small scratch days, you know, a few $100. My big days are going to be 1 to 2K. 1 to 2K. I'm getting there. 2024, baby. 2024. And then, you know, you look back like years ago, 2021, which is my first full year. I mean, look at these days. $9, consistent $9, $11, $9. I've been trading every single day for 3 goddamn years, and the first year I showed up every day to make nothing. 30 cents, $33, $14, $67. I never had a $100 day, and this year, well, no, I think I did. Here's 104, but that's like my biggest day. So, you know, I can't be clouded by the fact that I'm not growing because, you know, the results are right here. I'm definitely see the results coming. They're not happening as fast as I want them to, but I just got to find that balance. I got to ride that balance of pushing far enough, not too far to where, you know, I can completely, you know, wreck my whole account, but, you know, just far enough to where, you know, I can manage my risk, but also push my comfort zone a little bit. And, you know, if I can ride that line, then slowly but surely, you know, day after day, 1% better every single day, you know, I'm going to get there to that 1K day. I'm going to get to that 1K day and I'm going to hit it regularly. That's the goal. But yeah, look at these days, man, super small. And I've been doing this like every day from 2021. Super small days, like huge red days too, like these fat red days. And like mega progress just from 2 years ago. Mega progress. I dreamed in 2024 to make $100 a day in the stock market. And here I am. I'm doing it. I am fulfilling my dream of $100 a day. That was my dream, $100 a day. Not $1 million a day, not 10 million a day, not 100 million a day, $100 a day. That was my dream, and I'm achieving it right now. So I can't forget that. Can't forget that. It all started with that $100 a day, but you know, it's just I'm never gonna be satisfied. Never gonna be satisfied, and that's the ingredient to being successful. It's like you can't ever be satisfied because then you'll stop growing, and your edge will start to disappear. Maintaining an edge in itself, it means that you need to continually be studying the market even after you're a profitable trader, because your edge is slowly lose your edge if you don't study. So, you know, being not being satisfied with your trading, or, you know, not being satisfied or always trying to get better in trading, you're able to maintain your edge and maintain your success. It's not like, okay, I have a profitable strategy and now everything's just peachy and I'm just going to make, you know, X amount of dollars every single month. if you don't maintain that edge, it's eventually going to you're eventually going to start losing that edge. So yeah, being successful, you got to maintain that. You got to keep the hunger. You got to keep the hunger alive to get better. You have to keep, you have to starve, you have to keep the beast starving. You got to be starving. And everyone has a beast inside of ourselves as well. You got to get in touch with that and feel it in the gym, and you know, get shit done and study your ass off and be disciplined and take cold showers, and or something that can really push you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, got to find that beast and release it into the market. And yeah, you're not gonna get better just doing your 100 chairs every single day. And I always remind myself that. But you know, there's some days to kind of reel it in, some days obviously to push it harder. Today, you know, between Christmas and New Year's, we do have action, but it's definitely a lot riskier than we had before Christmas, I feel like. But yeah, everyone's strategy is different as well. So I'm sure people are having different ideas about the state of the market this week. But I'm looking forward to 2024. Hopefully we get some nice, solid, consistent momentum through the year. 2024 is my year, baby. 2024 is your year, baby. And we can do this. So if you're still watching at this point, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow for the pre-market pump. Peace.